Yeah, I think people just they don't want to do the work.
No, you're
I mean, it's
right.
work, which is like it's mind blowing to me. It's like it's your body. It's your body, and if it takes just a little tracking, assuming you want to make a change, let me be clear. Some people are good. If you're good, good for you. You're
Live your
good.
life. Be happy. Yeah.
But obviously, we're around a lot of people. You more so than me, for sure. You get to interact with a ton of more people that are trying to make a change in their fitness life or in their just personal life. But to me, they go hand in hand. To me, that's my belief. It's probably yours too. If you're mentally in the gym, it helps every other part of your life when you're able to get a workout in,
Yes.
get some sweat. It's just, and there's science behind it. I'm not gonna go too crazy about it, but it just amazes to me that people are just like, they just don't want to do just a little bit of work
Yeah.
to make a change. If they're complaining, like Gary, I don't know, Gary Vaynerchuk's a big, he's a big social media guy, and he always talks about complaining. Like, if you're good, you're good, but don't complain about you're not happy with something, and then you don't want to make a little sacrifice.
For it. Yeah.
That's the
Well,
thing he talks about, and
it's
it's
hard though
true.
too, because especially with food is very emotional.
It is, yeah,
So part of even writing it down, you're going to discover the emotional responses. I swear, you're going to discover the inner child.
yeah,
And, for me, I think, the only reason I felt motivated to do it was because it helped me with a larger purpose in my sport, because in
right,
weightlifting, you have to weigh in.
yes,
But
absolutely,
at that point, I think, the other thing, other than kind of like, discovering what emotional attachments you have to something that really is just so you can live.
yeah,
You know what I mean? A donut doesn't actually make you happy. It makes you
yeah,
think that you're happy,
right,
but,
right,
happiness comes from other things
yeah,
too. But, I think by that point also what might help people is to kind of start thinking about some kind of larger purpose. For me, my larger purpose had become, trying to just see, was I an athlete? Let me just figure this out. Wow, this is amazing. Let me just see if I can push it a little bit farther. And doing the diet was an essential part of taking it to that next level. And I was prepared to make that commitment, but it didn't come easy. It was like a fighting process at first. But
yeah,
maybe for some people, it might be just, when you realize, quite sadly, I think, people are going to come to a point, or a lot of people come to a point where they realize that the health of their body depends on now what they're eating. And maybe that needs to become your larger purpose. Maybe it's something about kind of like, I want to see these kids grow up.
yes,
I want to be able to stand up off of the toilet
yeah,
without having to ring a bell.
absolutely,
I mean,
yeah,
people who doesn't want that in their future, So find your larger purpose. It doesn't have to be the same as mine, but once you make it something, I think this is the problem too in maybe this hurts your heart like does mine, James, I don't know, but everyone wants to be like skinny, but then I'm like, well, what is it for? What does that do for you in your life? And it's that larger purpose. If being skinny makes you feel attractive and then your life has meaning, great, go with God, do that, then that's your purpose. But if you're like, that's not me, then what are you doing it for?
yeah,
But be clear that, like you're saying, health is going to help you so much. If you are waking up every day depressed and you decide to just eat healthy, don't forget about don't lose weight, eat healthy. You are going to reach that maybe higher purpose of feeling better every day, finally.
yeah. Because honestly, just like skinny, just because you're skinny does not mean you're healthy.
Amen.
Like,
Yes.
that does not mean, and just if there are people that are not skinny, maybe they're a little more fluffier. That doesn't mean they're unhealthy. Like, I know it seems like that doesn't make sense, but I know for a fact, just because this person is skinny, that doesn't mean they're healthy. I know plenty of people that are unhealthy and they're what you would consider small,
Absolutely.
and vice versa. So I would think it's really finding, again, everybody's so individual, everybody's so different, and finding
Not about a size or a shape. It's about, are you doing for you what you know is going to help you? Are you being healthy for you?
Yeah, you gotta stay in your lane. Worrying about what everybody else looks like, it's irrelevant to me. Like, who cares? Like, you need to take care of you. Because I always tell people in class, like, this is not about me. It's about you, right? It ain't about your neighbor or anybody else in the room. It's about you. So don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Don't worry about it. You focus on you. And that goes in class, in studio, in the gym, and outside of the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop worrying about what everybody else is doing, but you have to take the responsibility for yourself. And if you're not happy, then yeah, make a change. Like figure out a way to make a small change. Especially, like I said, this first part of the year, everybody wants to go. I was saying it all year so far. Everybody wants to go from, not everybody, people that are just kind of starting, they want to go from 0 to 60. And like, no, don't do that. Because that won't last. Mm-hmm. That will not last if you try and do that. You're going to burn out. And what are statistics? I forgot what the number is or what the weeks are when people make these January 1st through,
I don't know,
February.
Until February, I don't know.
And then people start to fall off. So a small change that you can keep doing and then add something in. Small is key. So, exactly. So one more thing I want to run by you. So I know you said you have you were licensed as a, let me make sure I got this right. You were a psychologist, right?
I was a psychologist in the UK.
Okay.
Here I'm classed as a licensed professional counselor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in what you do in the fitness world. Honestly, you're a counselor anyway.
You are too. You are too.
I know people reach out to me, and I know, like I said, you're more so people reach out to you all the time, and the fitness. Again, I'm just such a huge believer in how it affects your every other part of your life. But you're actually licensed to kind of be able to help people in other ways, even outside of the gym, which I think is awesome. So, whenever you kind of, if you want to talk about it now, we can talk about it later, because we're gonna have to talk again. Because I can sit here and talk to you and just keep talking.
Whatever works, dude.
But so that's another kind of like another passion of yours that you have outside of the fitness. Is that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, when I was in the UK and when I dropped out of college to go there, but when I realized that was a kind of stupid thing to do eventually. So I did go back to school and finish my degree. And then surprisingly, even though I didn't want to go to school and I thought that was very not fun, I decided to go to graduate school and just kept going to school. And I just really got in love with learning again. Yeah. And I think it really does relate to fitness because it's about like a passion for people. Mm-hmm. I think all counselors, whatever, we're just really curious about what makes people tick, I think we're more curious about what makes ourselves tick. And then we kind of, turn that on other people. So yeah, I worked in mental health in England for, goodness, probably a good 12, 13 years. Okay. Then, started doing work as a therapist, and then in the end worked in my own practice and as a psychologist in a hospital. Yeah. And I got to work with a lot of athletes too. So eventually, when I was kind of becoming more into my sport, into more of my weightlifting, and talking to other weightlifters, and got involved with a sort of group of little sort of sports psychologists, and we would sometimes get to go and visit sports teams and kind of think about how we would work with them. And, it was a really great way to marry the two things up. And people is a passion, I think. I can't imagine doing a job. I can't imagine doing anything in life that doesn't have to do with kind of somehow thinking about how I fit in with everybody else around me. Yeah. We're all one big kind of unit, really, even though we're separate. So
no, I'm with you. And I tell people, and I know it's the same for you, like no matter what I'm feeling, when I go teach a class, I just change. Like, just like they come for you, or they come for me to kind of get, like, I tell everybody, like, you guys motivated me. You changed me too. Yeah. When you're in that class, you're not thinking about anything else. Yeah. Like, nothing else is going on in that 60 minutes or 90 minutes or whatever it is. But that's the same for when you're working out. It's the same effect. But the group, when you've got a group of people, like I said, just like I may push them, or I may get them out of whatever they were thinking. If they were in a bad mood or whatever before they went, it does the same for me.
Yeah.
Like, just to go teach. So I love it. Just, and I know you too, all of us, you gotta love it. Like, you can't, to me, you just can't fake it.
No, you can't, because I mean, none of these things that we do are gonna, they're not about the money. You're not gonna get rich doing it. You have to do it because you just can't not do it. You just love it.
Yeah, no question about it. So, well, awesome. Listen, all right, I'm gonna wrap this up. So tell people how they can follow you. You want people, can they go to what's Instagram, Facebook? What's the best way if people want to reach out to you?
Sure. Yeah, Instagram, Jess Johns-Green. Facebook as well, Jessica Johns-Green. I have a website, www.jessjohnsgreen.com.
And you have a blog, right?
That is where the blog is.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, make sure you guys go check out the blog. It's very, very good, by the way, Jess. Because you were off for a while, then you came back, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just got a bit lazy. But as far as moving back to the States, it kind of fell off a little bit.
No, I've read it. No, it's very, very good. So if you guys, y'all have questions, go check her blog out and then reach out to her if y'all have questions. Come visit her. We're in Houston. Come check her out. She's awesome. She's an awesome instructor.
See James too. Go see.
And even more better a person. So you are one of our favorites. You are a Barnes household favorite.
Love you guys too.
Love us some Jess. So you guys make sure you go follow her. Go check that blog out. Support anything she does. And next time we'll have to do this again, Jess. We're running up to. Told you it was going to go by quickly. We'll talk for another hour. So, just to be courteous of your time and everybody else's, we'll wrap this up. So, follow Jess, guys. Also, go check out Houston Inside Out. Go check out the podcast, YouTube, Houston Inside Out. That is the YouTube channel as well as the podcast. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much, Jess. I appreciate you.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. I will talk with you soon, Jess. Take care.
Okay, man. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.